Who are we gonna offend today, boys?
Oh, well,
let's insult the.
might as well keep going with people who like astrology.
Well, that was it. That was it. Like the location of the planets affect your horoscope. That was the whole point.
Well, the answer to your question is whatever you can make up, because it's all made up bullshit.
That said, though,
Boom, bitches! Code just dropped a code bomb on you.
Oh yeah.
do we think it's completely made up? You think that the time when you're born and the location you're born on the planet doesn't, like, I like to believe that if you were born in January 1981, it's possible that you have a similar personality type as me. But I don't think that necessarily has to do with where the planets were at that time. I mean, Earth only, really. Because I think the environment we grew up in can lead to similar personality types coming out of that environment, and you can use that information to make these bullshit horoscope things up, or stereotypes about people born in a similar time period. You know what I'm saying? Does this make sense?
No. When you grow up, definitely has a massive impact.
That's not why horoscopes work, though. Horoscopes work because
people are gullible.
Right. They're written in such a way that they would apply to anybody. Like, have you ever heard of James Randi?
It's like cold reading. That dickhead who. What's his name?
John Edwards.
Yeah,
John Edwards, the
guy who talks to dead people.
Oh,
biggest douche in the universe.
The guy that ran for president, John Edwards.
He's the biggest douche. There's no douche.
There's a lot of John Edwards out there. Oh right, yeah, they did a South Park on him, didn't they?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, no, that whole. I was reading after I saw that. I was like reading up on like that whole stuff that cold reading. It's pretty scummy, that stuff.
Yeah, like I wasn't talking about
things like where they hand the same horoscope to a whole bunch of people, and then oh god, I'm about to die. Well, I'm dead. Fuck. If only I could have moved in the direction of the Goodsey. No,
Where are you, by the way?
I'm inside the
asteroid.
Now, I wasn't really talking about the day-to-day horoscopes. I mean the overall. If you're an Aquarius born, in this range of years, you're probably like this. That type of thing is what I think. Actually, the Chinese do a better job of it by assigning people cocks and monkeys and stuff like that, because that's year-based and also
year of the sheep.
All of that stuff though is generalized enough that almost anybody would agree with it.
Yeah.
It's even the thing is what you're saying may be true, but there's no reason whatsoever to involve astrology in that thought whatsoever, because it's what you're thinking is based off of reality and potential, like maybe some evidence or something like that. It's something that you could actually test. You could do surveys, you could do studies, you could do blind tests and try to determine if there's any sort of similarities between people the same age in their personality because of either outside events or environment or stuff like that. But you cannot test astrology because it's not based off of facts or anything. It's just made up nothing. So you can't even really conflate the two things together.
What do you think about names? You think the person's name changes the personality type?
If you name him shit fuck, then yeah.
I think that that's true too, in that, or at least it's plausible, because like Milby says, if you name somebody shit fuck, but if your name is something that has cultural significance, like if you were somebody who was named Jesus, you're gonna have that stuff in your life where people are like, oh, your name's Jesus? Whoa. And just like that kind of stuff. And then you have to explain, it's Jesus, actually. And they're like, oh, are you Mexican? No, I'm actually Spanish. Blah, blah, blah. Like, that's going to affect your perceptions of people and social interactions,
or
stuff
if you're
like that.
like named after like someone who happens to be famous, and then you always get that, oh, like the famous guy. Like, yeah, like the fucking...
Yeah, well, like Justin was, for whatever reason, all of a sudden there was lots of boy band guys that became very famous who were named Justin while I was a teenager. That just happened. I don't think that really affected my life much, but that was that was a thing that happened, and there's a lot more kids named Justin now because of that. Like, Justin will be a very common name in the future because there were a number of celebrities, a decade ago.
Oh, like Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, Justin Timberlake. There was another Justin in another one of the boy bands that was popular, either NSYNC or 98 Degrees or whatever. So, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you if that affected me at all, but I'm sure it affected other people. And the only reason I bring it up is because I noticed, because that's my damn name.
Right.
Like people name their kids these crazy names like Ocean and Dick Fart. And...
Yeah, I knew a kid named Storm. I mean, that's going to affect your life.
Yeah.
If
Wow.
your name's
Yeah.
Storm.
Storm.
I mean, that's such a, like, my mom was on drugs kind of name.
Yeah.
It'd be really, it's a strong name for a boy. Storm.
Because, like,
Right?
storms are so powerful.
Yeah, aren't they?
Destructive, yeah.
Like a hurricane.
Yeah, he
You should name him Hurricane.
we should just fucking... We should give him no name. We should just leave his name blank.
Let him pick his own name when he's right and ready.
He'll be the child fiercely known as nothing. That'll be his name. The player formerly known as Mouse Cop. That'll be his name.
Yeah. So anything like that is like extremely plausible sounding, at least, But you'd have to test it to find out if it really does do anything. That would be a long-term test too. You'd have to do it over like 40 years, where
Yeah.
you try to figure out like, okay, get different sets of kids that are all named the same thing, and then do all these like tests once a year or multiple times a year or something like that say like, how do you feel about blah blah blah? Do personality tests like 4 times a year or something like that for 40 years and see if there's any patterns that emerge. And you'd have to have a control of some kind, like a group of people who all have different names, and you test them the same way.
Yeah. Did you hear about that doctor that cracked his knuckles on one hand every day for like 40 years and then not on the other hand just to test
Yeah.
arthritis?
Yeah.
That takes a lot of like something.
Actually, he's kind of considered like a laughing stock,
Really?
because that's not that test doesn't prove anything that he did.
There's a lot of outside factors that could affect that as well.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that there's like no control and stuff like that. So there was really no point to him doing that, and you really couldn't draw any conclusions from that information. So
Man, how fucking useless would you feel if you spent all your time doing that?
yeah,
Poor guy.
and nobody's really testing it because it's like, well, it's more bullshit. It doesn't matter. There's nothing that says. People just think that that's something that does like causes arthritis, but there's no reason to believe that either. There's no evidence. It's just an assumption, like an old wives' tale of sorts. Unless there's something out there, I don't know. I'm sure someone's gonna fucking correct me.
Then again,
I don't know everything. I'm just going off of what I know at the
you
time.
should tell us.
I
You
know.
should talk about gravity.
Don't know. Fuck you. Shut up.
Joe thinks that gravity is made of gravy.
I have nothing.
Cole doesn't even believe in physics. He doesn't
Yeah, he
believe in
thinks
them.
gravity's made up by the devil to trick us all.
What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me?
Gravity was invented by the devil, Bobby Boucher.
I'd say you're
Yeah.
throwing me under the bus, but I don't believe in gravity.
Or buses.
Or
Yeah.
bus.
God placed me under the horse-drawn carriage.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm almost getting there. The windows. Oof. Almost done. Oof. So close to finally finishing the thing. I've been doing this for ages.
And
I
I've
have.
been going back and forth into this same little hole, bringing one little piece at a time for 4 episodes.
You can tear it down if you want to.
No. I'm almost there now.
You have to do it on the other side as well.
No, I just put this like 4 assemblers in there and 2 car containers, and then I put 1 refinery. I think it should be enough, right? Because we got everything else doing all those things.
Oh yeah, and then you'll just pipe it so it'll go to all the rest of them and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'll make the stairs on the other side then, with its machine and stuff.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea.
I don't really know why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. I'm just building this building, and it doesn't even really have a purpose.
Well, we wanted to leave a beacon here, and we also wanted to build something in the asteroid. So you're doing all the things we wanted to do.
That's true, I guess. Yeah.
Just being hard
Thanks.
on
I feel less bad now.
Good. I mean, it's not like you're speaking Canadian French or something.
Oh God.
If you were though, you couldn't be on the show.
Well, nobody know what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
You're technically upside down right now.
Oh. You're upside down right
what
now.
I intended. I know. Just letting you know.
What's going to be in here? I know I asked this last time.
I don't know. That's the thing. I made this, and I don't know what I was going to put in here. Like what I'm working on is I've been building this hallway. I'm just trying to make it look cool. I don't know. And then there was this kind of cool opening here, so I was going to build like a control room which has a big window side to it over here that's sort of like, I don't know, like an observation deck of sorts.
Yeah.
With some control seats in it and whatever else. And I guess I'm just building something for looks rather than really form, function. I guess form is part of looks, isn't it? You know what I'm saying. Trouble is that like I couldn't really build something big enough you could fly ships into, which was more of what I meant to do originally. Just,
Right.
I don't know, I just didn't have room. I guess you could try to fly a ship into this. Be a little tight though.
Get the Warcock. Try and take that chunky monster in.
There's definitely not room for the Warcock. That thing's got way too much girth. What was that?
There's like a hearty
That was
chuckle.
a Bane laugh.
It's my evil laugh.
Oh man.
Like some sort of like old SNES, NES kind of.
Ganon? That's what you're thinking of, isn't it? When you die from Ganon in Zelda 2 and he goes...
I didn't realize that the whole SNES, NES, like SNES and NES thing, I didn't realize that was like a European thing.
SNES and NES versus...
Yeah, I didn't realize
NES
that was a
and
thing
SNES.
that... Yeah, I didn't realize that was like a thing that Europeans said that Americans didn't really say.
Whoa, you say SNES and NES?
Everyone I know says SNES and NES.
What?
Oh, that's funny.
That's insane. You should. That's wrong.
Because there's SNES and NES?
There's not even room for like acceptance here. Nope. You're just wrong. Change.
Change. Yeah, but like I remember I can't remember where it was. I said it once in a stream. Someone was like, "Why are you saying it like that?"
Stop that, asshole.
And it made me feel bad, but then I realized that like I was like, "Am I the only one that says that?" And I was like, "No, like everyone I knew said it." And then over time, I realized that it was just like a thing that somehow in Europe, and everyone ended up calling it the SNES and like NES and stuff like that.
It's so crazy.
Huh. Yeah.
Well, that's like the fact you call it bits in your orange juice. Like, bits of what?
Or that you call, what we call fries, you call chips. What do you call chips?
Crisps.
Crisps, right,
Crisps,
crisps. I forgot earlier, I was thinking about
Because
it.
they're crispy.
Right.
Just like crisp.
Do you have anything you call fries?
I would call like the skinny ones, like the skinny fries stuff, like fries.
All right, because your fries
Like,
are
yeah,
more
like
like steak
chips.
fries.
Chips are like big fat homemade,
Steak
big
fries.
big chips, yeah. And then fries would be like
Big
what
chips.
stuff you get at
I
McDonald's.
guess you call them steak chips. Or actually, I guess you just said you
Which
call
is
them
squid chips. And then like fries would be like the shit you get at McDonald's.
Okay, yeah, alright.
Would you like fries with that?
You know, I had McDonald's in London, and I think I'll have it again when I'm there. It was actually...
Does it taste the same?
No, God, no, dude. They brought out a flamethrower. Not a flamethrower. Hold on.
What Burger King
Wow,
did you
what
go
happened?
to in London? I've never
did
seen a
you
Burger King
survive?
go that full out. They just burnt me alive when I went to that thing.
I went to McDonald's in London and nearly died.
They did. They
did
brought out a
die. I'm a
blowtorch. I got a winter warmer. Is what it was called. And they put cheese on the top of the bun and they fucking flamethrowed it. Or not.
I've
I keep
never
saying that.
seen any
Blowtorched
Burger
it.
King do that before. You must have got a very special Burger King.
No, McDonald's, not Burger King.
McDonald's.
Duh. Of course, McDonald's.
Sure.
Burger King could never do anything like that.
Yeah.
I was really drunk. I kept telling every single person I met that no sex.
No sex.
No sex. I just was running around the streets of London screaming no sex at people.
No sex in the good room.
Well, because what had happened was this fan, she missed her bus ride, or not bus, subway ride back home. And so Pa said she could stay at the hotel. And I was like, no sex!
So you were just laying out the ground rules.
Yes, I was making it very clear there would be no
Anybody who
sex.
stays with me. No sex.
But in your drunk mind, that was fucking hilarious.
I don't think it was. It doesn't sound like it was that he thought it was hilarious. It sounds like it was a precautionary, like, this cannot happen.
And then he ended up in a different cab than we were in. Pause.
Oh.
And so
he
like,
wasn't there to guard you from getting sexed.
no, I was worried about him and her. I was trying to make sure she didn't have the wrong idea. And so we get back to the hotel, and I was also scared that he was, because he was drunk too, just like I was. I was scared that he was gonna get like robbed. Like I was gonna come back to the hotel room, and he was gonna be chained to the bed, and his passport and all his money was gonna be gone. And so
Sexual deviant.
we pull up at the hotel, and I leap out of the cab and fall slam right on my face.
Oh, I love it.
And I
Love it.
like scratched my arm all up. I was like all bleeding and shit. Like run into the hotel, and he's sitting in the lobby. I was like, oh, okay, no sex.
Oh man, I'm so looking forward to being.
Dude
drunk
looks
again.
out for a friend.
I told there was a woman in line at McDonald's. I told her too. I was like, no sex.
Oh yeah, how'd she take it?
She just looked at me like I was a dumbass.
She's like, yeah, no kidding, man.
That wasn't. You were not even on this radar for me. That's probably how she thought. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was hookers on the street. Badge pulled me away because I walked up to him like, "Hey, you're hookers!" And he was like, "I'm sorry." He's dumb.
Jesus. What the hell?
Hey, yo.
I've never seen hookers before. And there's these urinals that are just in the middle of the sidewalk, like these little.
Yeah, I love those, man. Those are great. They're just there so you can pee when you're drunk.
It's insane. We couldn't do that in America. You can't just have people peeing on the street.
Oh, it's great. They're all over Cardiff. They like at night. They bring them out at night. So,
They
like,
bring them out at night.
I don't know if they like rise at the ground. I've never seen them appear. They're just suddenly there.
But you realize how much better things would be, though, if we could have those?
Well, yeah, it would be nice if people weren't peeing.
That's
What's funny
the
is
way we
it
are
doesn't-
here. Is we're
it
like,
doesn't stop people peeing.
we can't have
Like-
people with their dicks out peeing in the middle of the street. But then what we have is dicks out peeing on the street.
Yeah.
Instead, that's what we have instead.
Right.
Great job. We did it. America, fuck yeah.
That's my favorite thing about Pyro. I've seen that man pee so many places that were not intended for. My favorite's at Disney, though, when some random guy walked up to him and was like, "Hey, man, you peeing?" Pyro's like, "Yeah!" He's like, "High five!" And they high fived. The other guy just went on.
So you should not be rewarded for that behavior.
He was peeing on a Christmas tree in the middle of Disney.
Wow, that's like some kid's childhood getting ruined.
Oh, man.
They had a normal life all up until they saw that.
Pyro's penis.
The way you said that.
Wearing a little dinosaur suit.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's too good.
Well, I'm glad we've sorted that out.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah, there was a Somalian guy that came up. There's bits and
Here we go.
pieces that are coming back. He came up and he had a fucking accordion. And I gave him 20 pounds to shut the fuck up and leave. And so he did. And then he comes back. He came back for more. Like 10 minutes later, he's back. He's like, hey, give me 20 pounds. I'll stop again. There's a video of me singing with him because Badge like, just sing with him. So I sang with him and Badge took a video.
Oh my goodness. You've had adventures.
Standard. Sounds like a classic night out. Sounds too good. Okay, we'll go up here. Oh yeah, this is so good. Oh my god.
I want to go back to that same place in London. It was actually really good. We could do a meetup there again. I don't want to drink as much. Just like, I don't remember the name of it. Dude, I don't even know how much I drank. Like, it was just shots of tequila too, because they wouldn't mix drinks, so they wouldn't make Long Islands. So I was just like,
you should just go on all the ingredients for Long Island's and then just pour them in your mouth and stuff.
That's what I did in Paris. I kept mixing my own drinks. I was buying shots of the mixture. And I was like, just pour them all in the same glass. Like, no, we can't do that. It's like, for fuck's sake, I'm gonna do it in front of you. I'm gonna make you watch.
I remember there was a guy who wanted a jug of Jack Daniels and Coke, and I was like, I can't give you a jug, but I can give you 16 glasses of Coke and Jack and a jug. So I just gave him 16 glasses and a jug, and then he poured them all in and was like, yeah, cheers, man. And he was drinking out the jug.
And then he died.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's pretty funny.
We all bought these giant jugs to carry around PlayOnCon. They held like 4 liters, and so we were drinking like 2 of those every night.
God damn.
Yeah.
What were they filled with?
Long
Jesus
Island iced
juice?
teas. Did you say Jesus is Jews?
That's what he said.
Jesus juice.
Oh.
Juice.
I see.
That changes everything.
It's like, oh, that makes it so much better.
Died for your sobriety. And with that, we probably should leave.
Yeah. We're being asked to leave.
We're being escorted out.
Goodbye forever, everyone.
See ya, maybe.
Wow.